guys, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be the cash envelope stuffing for the paycheck my husband received on October 13th. It's paycheck number 2 in October, and we are going to use the cash envelope breakdown page of my Budget by Paycheck workbook here, figure out the denominations that we need. I'm going to go to the bank and we are going to stuff ourselves some cash envelopes. So the very first thing I'm going to do is take a look at the budget that I wrote out. You would have seen this if you watched the week 2 budget for October, which I will link in a little card above in case you missed it. I wrote out all of my plans for the week in terms of budgeting, and now we're going to get the cash that we need to do the cash portion. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I have some expenses throughout the week that I like to use in cash, and I also do all of my sinking funds in cash. So I kept this budget very simple this week. So this is going to be a super quick and easy video. So we're going to transfer the categories over to my cash envelope breakdown. So we have my husband's spending, my spending, we have gas, eating out, miscellaneous, and Christmas. And this is gonna go super quick. So for my husband, we budgeted $40 and we're gonna take 2 20s. Same for myself, 2 20s. And actually all of my spending categories, we did $40 this week. So $40 for gas, 2 20s, $40 for eating out, 2 20s, $40 for miscellaneous, 2 20s. I really wanted to make it as simple as possible for myself this week. Been feeling a little burnt out with budgeting lately, and the simpler that I can make my budget, the more likely I am to A, look at my budget and keep track of everything, and B, stick to my budget. So I think it was really important to know yourself and know when you're feeling overwhelmed, or when you're feeling anxious, or when you're just kind of feeling over it. Like lately, I have been over it with my budget. I've just been wanting to say, forget about it and stop worrying about the future and stop worrying about paying down debt and just spend money on extraneous things that I don't need. I recognize that in myself, and so I don't let myself go down that rabbit hole. I've just been focusing on, 7 days at a time. Let's get through this week and let's make it as simple as possible. So we did $40 for each of our spending categories, and for our sinking funds this week, we're focusing just on our one sinking fund. We're gonna have a win this week and finish my Christmas sinking fund. So we are going to do $150 to Christmas. That is all that I have left to hit my goal, give myself a win. I'm so excited about this. So $150 for Christmas, so we'll do $100 and a $50. And that's it. Like I said, super easy peasy this week. So we've got no 1s, no 5s, no 10s. We're gonna do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 20s for a total of $200, $150 for a total of $50, and 100 for a total of $100. The grand total then is going to be $350. So this will be super simple. I'm going to grab my cash teller sticky notes here, and we're just going to write that in. So no 1s, no 5s, no 10s, 10 20s, 150, 100. For a total of $350. I am going to take this to my bank. I'm going to just hand it to my teller, get the cash that I need, and then I'm gonna come back and stuff the cash envelopes. So I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I got the cash that I needed, $350. I'm going to get this laid out. So we were supposed to have 10 20s, a 50, and a 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 20s. We'll set it up here. And then we have a 50 and a 100. So this is all set up and ready. I can get rid of this. And I am going to pull in my cash envelopes, which I have here in my Conscious wallet. The company, Conscious Wallet, sent me this wallet for review. I've been trying it out for the last couple of weeks and really enjoying it. It came with the wallet and the strap, as well as all of the envelopes. So it's a phenomenal deal. I am really enjoying it. I do recommend it. I have the Conscious Wallet link down below if you are interested in checking it out. It's a great all-encompassing cash envelope system that's really affordable, available on Amazon. And it's great if you're just getting started with cash envelopes. So I'm gonna pull my cash envelopes out of this little ring here just to make it easy. I'm gonna set my Conscious Wallet off to the side, and we're gonna get started with the cash envelope stuffing. So we're gonna start out with my husband's spending, which I actually do not have an envelope for. I just give him his cash and he sticks it in his wallet. So it's $40, 2 20s. So I am going to just take this $40 and set it aside for him so that he has his spending money for the week. And I always like to just check it off whenever I've done it so that I know that I took care of it and I don't, you know, miss anything. Next up, we have my spending money, which goes in my personal envelope here. And I also am going to get $40, so 2 20s for that. And I will just put this right into my personal envelope. These envelopes are very nice. They are made of plastic, so you don't have to worry about, you know, ripping them or if them getting wet or anything like that. They do get loaded vertically, so they get loaded from the top. They work out really nice. The designs and patterns are not my favorite. I wish they were just solid colors, but they are very sturdy. They do close, so you don't have to worry about your cash falling out or anything. So I do really like them. So that's going to take care of my personal money. Next up, we have gas, which is also $40. $20.40. And that's going to go right into my gasoline envelope. I can use this then to fill up my gas tank in my Subaru, and then anything that is left over the end of the week goes into a gas sinking fund. So that takes care of that. Next up, we have eating out, which is also $40. Like I said, I tried to make it as simple as possible for myself this week. I talked a lot in my budget videos this week about how I've just been feeling burned out on budgeting, so making it as simple as possible. So eating out is going to get $40. This means I can take my family to a little restaurant, we can sit down and have a meal, or we can get takeout, or however we decide to spend it. So that's eating out for the week. Check. That's a teeny tiny little check. And then we have miscellaneous, which is the last of my cash envelopes for the week. The only other one I have here is to bank, which will go into my wallet empty. And then throughout the week, if I want to spend in any of these cash categories, but I can't use cash, then I will just use my debit card and I'll take the cash out of the envelope, put it in my to bank envelope to get deposited. So miscellaneous is also going to get $40. That's those last 2 20s. And that is going to go just to take care of anything else that I didn't think to budget for. Inevitably, every week something comes up that I didn't plan for, and that's why I have this miscellaneous envelope. It just catches anything that I didn't think of or that I missed, or it can be used in any of these other cash categories that I maybe overspend in. So, you know, I have $40 budgeted for eating out, but if we decide to go to a fancy restaurant and we spend $60, then we can take an extra $20 out of the miscellaneous and still not be over budget. So that is how I like to do things, and that is all of my cash envelopes. So I'm going to get these put back into my wallet. They just clip right here onto these rings. Zip this up. This will go back into my purse so that I can access those funds throughout the week. And next we'll pull in my sinking funds. I keep my sinking funds in an accordion folder. I like to do my sinking funds in cash. I know that's not for everyone. If you're not comfortable having larger amounts of cash on hand, I don't blame you. You could absolutely do your sinking funds in a bank account. I know there's some credit unions that allow you to have multiple accounts, so you could even open a separate account for each of your funds. However you choose to do it, the great thing about budgeting is that it's personal. You know, you can do it. There's no wrong way to do it. So this is just what works for me. So I have this accordion folder. Each of my sinking funds has its own category. So I just used a label maker and made labels for each of my sinking funds. I have about a dozen sinking funds, but I don't add money to every single one of my funds every single week. I just pick and choose the funds that are most important in that moment, what we're deciding to focus on. This week I'm just adding money to one fund. That's my Christmas sinking fund. We're finishing it up today and I'm so excited. So I'm going to go behind the Christmas tab and pull out my fund, which is in this really pretty envelope from the Budget Mom. And I currently have $850 in here. I have been saving for Christmas since Christmas last year. It's been my goal to reach $1,000 by November. We have $850 in there, so I'm going to add this last $150 that we need this week. So on the 13th, we are adding $150. $850 plus $150 is $1,000. That means that this is going to be fully funded. So I'm just going to add this cash in and we'll count it up and make sure I have the full the full 1,000 rather that I expect to have. Anytime that I add money or take money away from a sinking fund, I like to count it. Plus, this is just super exciting because I've got this fully funded. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 750, 770, 790, 810, 830, 850, 870, 890, 910, 930, 940, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, $1,000. You guys, Christmas 2020 is fully funded. I'm 2 weeks early. I've got plenty of time to get all of the gifts that I need between now and Christmas. That's just incredible. So exciting. This is a big win, and I really needed this win this week because I have been feeling so overwhelmed and just out of steam with my budgeting, and this is just like a huge, huge relief to have Christmas 2020 fully funded. So let's really quickly go to my debt-free chart that I have for Christmas. I've been coloring this in all year and now I finally get to finish it. So I'm going to just grab my mild liners and we're gonna finish coloring this in. So exciting. In years past, I have definitely swiped a credit card to buy Christmas gifts, and it is such a relief to know that I planned ahead, I worked hard all year, and I now have the money I need for Christmas, and there's not going to be any credit card swiping. So happy. I'm going to do a separate budget on, or a separate video rather, on my Christmas budget, because in addition to this money, we also have some credit card rewards that we're going to take advantage of for Christmas. So I'm just going to kind of break down exactly what my Christmas budget is and what I use my Christmas budget for. So you guys can look forward to that video in November sometime. So I'm just going to finish coloring this in very sloppily. And I'll be right back. All right, you guys, all colored in. Christmas 2020 is fully funded. I'm just gonna write that up here. Fully funded. October, what is the date today? October 13th, 2020. So that is a huge win. I'm going to be able to take a little bit of a break before I start saving for Christmas 2021 and just revel in the fact that I did it. I set myself a goal at the start of the year, even before the start of the year, and I have officially accomplished that. So I'm going to take myself a little Instagram picture to celebrate this. This chart, by the way, is from debtfreecharts.com. I always have debt-free charts linked in my description box. It's a great resource. You can get a ton of these printable charts to keep track of your debt. I have this one for Christmas. I have other ones for tracking my credit card debt and whatnot. So definitely highly recommend debt-free charts. And I'm so happy to have this fully funded. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up so that I know. Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!